At this time of year, it's draft season. Well, if you ask some of us, it's always draft season. That
For
being
sure.
said, though, we do have some stuff to talk about, but I'm gonna give it to the draft guy. Charlie, holler at us and let us know what we're getting into, bro.
Look, man, it's settled. The top of the draft is settled. The Giants don't have number one, so Shador, we're gonna have a conversation later. But the team that was supposed to choose number one, the New England Patriots, after round and found out they won the game. I don't know why they. Maybe Gerard Mayo found out he was gonna get fired. He said, "Forget y'all. I ain't gonna get y'all the first pick and lose my job. That's crazy." So the Patriots win, and now we got the Titans at one, the Browns at two, the Giants at three. That they have one thing in common. Then the Patriots and the Jaguars. So, in my opinion, there's going to be some type of quarterback carousel at the top. All three of those teams at the top need one of the two quarterbacks. There's only two quarterbacks, Shador and Cam Ward. Frank,
You
are
saying Will
those
Levis is not the guy?
Frank, are either of those quarterbacks worth taking first overall and or second overall?
Or are you talking about Ward and Shador? If you ask me, I would say no, but yeah, but it's not an ask me type question. Let me take my Frank hat off and like just be, I guess, somewhat
I
objective
get,
to how I see this, huh?
I guess if you're one of those three teams, the better question is: would you take one of those quarterbacks or
Oh,
Travis Hunter?
certainly I'd take one of those quarterbacks. I mean, like let's look at them down the line. None of them have a quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Only one of them can masquerade and pretend like they do, and there's no amount of mayonnaise that's going to make me believe that that's the case. So, no, every single one of them should be looking at taking a quarterback. If you look at the Titans, I don't know what that is, but that is clearly their biggest need. Do the Browns have a quarterback on their roster, like a starting quarterback? Jameis is cool as like a
Fan
backup,
one.
He won't be there.
inspirational. Like I don't
He'll
know
be a
what
free
that is.
agent. He'll be
Right,
a
and
free
then
agent.
and then we know that the Giants don't have a quarterback, so it's like I feel like there's not even enough quarterbacks in that realm for the three of those teams.
Okay, that's the thing. That's why I'm calling them musical chairs right now. But no, if you're the Giants, music stops, QB's gone. Do you a log jam? Oh, log jam Jalen Milrow at number three, or
Woo.
you take Travis Hunter?
All right. If I'm the Giants, in all seriousness, all right, here's what I guess I'll say. As we all know, you guys watch college football a lot more than me. I tap in when I can, woody wop. Because honestly speaking, if it's not quarterback, I think the Giants should trade back. That's number one. It's more than Jalen Milrow. More than Travis Hunter. I don't. From what I've seen, I wouldn't take Jalen Milrow right there. But that being said, if those are my options, I would go with Travis Hunter. Like you said, I do know that. I mean, even if we're talking about him playing both sides in the NFL, he got to be amazing. Now I've seen him play. It's not like I haven't seen him play, but like you guys have watched him grow and XYZ. So I think having that kind of player in your team, you already got Malik Neighbors. I think you definitely go ahead and go with Travis Hunter if it were me.
I
See,
should have
look,
been more armed. I should have been more armed for this segment because I really think I like what John L said about trading back. I mean, this is why Jalen Milrow came out because he knew there was no quarterbacks that were up in his
somebody's
range.
getting that QB3 money.
Right. So it's like, but I think they trade back. There's a quarterback, and I can't remember his name right now, but there's a quarterback I kind of like that, like,
Jackson
people
Dart.
think, yeah, not even Dart. I like Dart too, but there's a quarterback that I like that I'm like, you might as well trade back and like take your chances there. Like, because I don't really even with like let's be real, even with Shador, he doesn't have any off the
Watch
stand,
your
like
mouth.
he don't have any traits that like jump off the page at me, like, or off the like screen at me. I'm not cool or whatever. And then Cam Ward, there's a reason that he started as like a zero star
Star recruit.
prospect. Yeah, like, he's like, it's
He
just
did.
I don't know, man. I be feeling like I'm a
Hey,
hater
yeah.
when I say the things I say, but all right.
Nah, you're not wrong. Cam Ward is a little weird. I'm gonna watch what I say. You know what? I'm not gonna talk about the quarterbacks because if one of them ends up on the Giants, they're the best quarterback in the draft. But listen to me. But what I'll say, the Giants are in a great position. I'm being selfish. I'm taking over. The Giants are in a great position because they might be saved by themselves for picking that three, not having to take one of those two, taking the best player in the draft and Travis Hunter. They could use a corner, they could use a receiver, and I said this before, he's some weird mix in between coming out of school, Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts. Lamar was the last pick of the first round. Jalen Hurts was a second round pick. If he falls just like they did into late first, early second, and the Giants are able, or another team, but again, homerism. If the Giants are able to get Travis Hunter and Jalen Milroe, that's a home run out of the park.
So let me ask you, would you rather have that over one of the other two quarterbacks?
I like Shador. Shut up.
Charlie,
I think Shador. I think Shador is a very good quarterback. I think he's very Matt Ryan-ish. That's what my comp would be for him.
So you said two different things just now.
Well, I was a huge Matt Ryan fan too, so there is that.
You were the only one here. You were the only Matt Ryan fan on this. Can I ask you? I want to add that because you're back at this and we're talking about the draft. I want to ask you such a real question. Jalen Milroe, when I watched him play quarterback, not this season, but the season before, the first start,
I remember.
He might have been the worst thing I think I've ever seen at quarterback, besides a Tim Tebow, type.
At the beginning of 2023, correct?
Right. At that,
say he was the worst naysayer you ever seen, huh?
There you go. So my question to you is I feel like even in college, Lamar was miles ahead of that. So
do you other comp though?
I know, but that's what I'm saying. So do you think that the other comp balances enough to make, because I think he's significantly less of a passer, and then I think maybe even than both, because
see that. All right, so look, I'm gonna answer your question. I'm sorry, I wanted you to say it so I can cut you off. He's way better than Jalen Hurts as a passer. They were talking about Jalen Hurts switching him to running back. Jalen Hurts couldn't play at Alabama because they were like, if you stay here,
they're only not talking about Milroe switching to running back because of Jalen Hurts.
Exactly. So they're you are playing running back. That's it. So I believe he's way better, way more advanced. He's more athletic. He's faster.
He has that Lamar, but with the
he has a stronger arm. I think he's better than Jalen Hurts at all of the things that Jalen Hurts is good at. Okay. He's even the strong personality. He has that too. He's a leader and all that. So if you like Jalen Hurts, that's why I'm saying it, because you guys aren't into that kind of thing. But if you're into that kind of thing, if you like Jalen Hurts, he is a better version of Jalen Hurts. He's a worse version than Lamar, but that kid, I don't know what his 40 is. He runs 21 miles an hour.
He's extremely fast.
He's fast, and he runs guys over. The run threat that he is special.
But you see why
he has a strong arm. So,
but you do see why I'm confused.
He's a developmental player. Yeah. So if you're a team like the Giants with your owner saying, "Hey, I've had enough. I'm up to my gills with the losses." So if you're the Giants, maybe you go and force Shador, or I would hate to have to trade up for Shador Sanders. I can see, but I'm saying I can see a world where this is one of those draft classes where they don't go 1 and they don't go 2. And maybe one goes 3, and then the next one goes at 12.
You hear this? Maybe one goes 3. You hear this dude, man?
Or one doesn't go 3. One goes at 8. I can see this being one of those classes where every mock draft puts
Geno
at the
Smith
top.
drafts.
Yeah, like a Kenny Pickett draft, where everybody's they're putting all the quarterbacks at the top of the draft. They just don't go up there. The Giants draft Abdul Carter. The Browns take the defensive tackle out of Michigan.
The Commanders take 6-year-old McMillan.
Y'all trading up?
Well,
and we can also for the running backs don't matter guy. I have the year off, so Ashton Genty will be a top 5 pick, top 10 pick. He's a top 10. 12 is his floor. He'll be a Dallas Cowboy.
He should be. You know where he should be? He should be at 18, where he belongs. You know what I'm saying? Which is probably where we'd be around. 18, 19.
No, y'all can't be that low because y'all made the playoffs. Y'all will be in the 20s.
Oh yeah, right.
So y'all did better than you thought. The Cowboys pick at 12. Genty won't make it past that. He is stupendous.
Facts. Anyways, man. Anything you want to say we out of this piece, Charlie?
Nah, man. I just wanted to give everybody a draft check-in at the top 5. It's solidified. You probably see my draft coming around soon, but them, they don't care.
We get past
the Commanders fans. We talked Soggy Nachos. We were talking agenda today. I was like, he was like, hey, let's talk about the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about Joe Burrow not making the playoffs. What else were you talking about? I was like, I mean, the draft is. So don't nobody
It's
want to
about
hear
the
that,
draft. We ain't
Sharif.
there
You
yet,
don't even
bro.
all
Like,
We ain't there yet.
even the
you
biggest draft
know,
heads don't want to hear about that till after.
last year was like, ooh, let's talk about these three quarterbacks. What we gotta talk about? We gotta talk about. We got three quarterbacks up here.
Last
Let's
year
get
was
I had,
different.
talking.
hey, I had questions last
You
year.
got
Yeah,
questions and
he had a
you
lot of
broke
questions
down
last
tape.
year.
Well, I don't know. Caleb Williams' personality may be a problem.
Look,
Like
man, we
it
got
was
Jaden
like he
Daniels. We
was
don't care
talking
about none
about
of that
elbow
stuff.
stuff with Jaden Daniels. And, oh my gosh! Now he's
I'm
like the
done, man.
draft,
I'm getting out of this piece.
huh?
Anyways, man, this has been Soggy Nachos Podcast. Thanks for listening. Like, comment, share,
What's your
subscribe, all
opinion,
that fun
man?
stuff. Tell somebody about us.
Peace.
Always rebuilding.
Commanders.
That's a great way to look at the Giants.